Oh, hey there from Glendale, California. It's about 3 in the morning here. I am in my pajamas and bathrobe. I want to advocate a movie I saw about Ralph Steadman called For No Good Reason. Ralph is an illustrator, somewhere between a cartoonist and a painter, and he is very famous for illustrating the books of Hunter S. Thompson, who was an American writer who wrote he wrote books about that were somewhat like journalism, but they were pretty over-the-top journalism, where he would go to events, but he would he'd talk about, like, he went to the Kentucky Derby, he went to an auto race in Las Vegas, and he would talk about the events, but he'd talk a lot about the environment and the people who were in the audience and his own adventures on the way to the event. And then Ralph Steadman would draw, well, his drawings, if you ever look at them, they're somewhat like caricatures. He takes ordinary people, but he makes them look kind of wild and a little desperate and over the top. His last name is spelled Steadman. You could just put it in your search box and then hit images and you'll see a whole bunch of his art. But I've always liked his art. It's kind of a funny art because it's kind of ugly to look at, and yet it's kind of pleasurable to look at. I don't know why, except maybe most of us try to look kind of calm, and yet there is a part of us that's kind of has strong emotions as we live our life, that could be overexcitement or despair or anger, rage, fury, or ecstasy. Ralph might show a lot of those different emotions right on the surface instead of hidden away. And then his art is sort of critiquing the situations that he's depicting, showing that events that are supposed to be all about everyone enjoying themselves, there's still kind of a real mix of emotions at an event where you're just supposed to be enjoying yourself. I mean, for instance, think of a big banquet. Yeah, you're supposed to be enjoying yourself, but some people might be overeating or overdrinking or thinking critical thoughts of the people around them. So even though it's ostensibly a happy affair, there's a lot of different emotions involved. Anyway, the movie was really outstanding. I would totally recommend it to anyone who's even slightly intellectual or interested in kind of alternative art. Johnny Depp is friends with Ralph Steadman, and I think played Hunter Thompson in a movie that was made from Hunter Thompson's books. And in the movie you see Johnny Depp at Ralph Steadman's house, and they talk at length about Ralph's art. And then there's many segments where you see Ralph talking to the camera, I suppose, about his art. And then you see a lot of his art, a few animated sequences from his art, some film from his days, actual footage of him with Hunter Thompson. So it's really a fun movie. You see some of his artistic techniques, which are kind of unusual, and I had a great time, and I think you would too.